Oh, hi. Welcome to another session of Wing Chun. I'm trying to do some more exercise. We have a COVID lockdown, so make the best of it. Okay, so this is part 5 with the Sil Lim Tao. Okay, so I've gone to the cow chasa, right? So a lot of people have a lot of problem connecting the Wing Chun practice and using the Wing Chun practice into actual application, which is completely no good. What we do in Wing Chun in the classroom is not what we do outside. So we've gone to the cow chasa here like this. Okay, so now we don't, in real life, we don't touch the two hands. We let the two hands apart and out. Okay, so how do we do that? And how do we use that? Well, those people that are doing this, been watching way too many Yip Man movies. I am sorry to say, but that is not to be done outside of a school. Why is that? Because when we do this here, we're only, you see how narrow my two hand is? I'm only defending myself against another Wing Chun practitioner. That's why my elbows are in and I'm like firing and protecting only my center line here. That's what we do in a Wing Chun class. It's not what we do outside. So that's why people who are doing this outside really have no idea what's going on. So what do we do outside? Like I said, the cow chasa, like that. So how do we use it? Well, I'm going to show you. From somebody who's uninitiated, it looks like I'm just doing some boxing. And when I say boxing, I loosely mean just punching. Oh, look at this. If I don't move and I move these hands in front of you, does that look more like cow chasa to you? And what about this? Now all of a sudden that looks like cow chasa. See? The only difference compared to other type of fighting, like regular boxing or punching, is that a lot of times you see in boxing that they would retract their hands here to protect themselves, tuck themselves in and do this. But we don't do that here because we feel that if we tuck our arms in, we're going to be like this this dummy with no arms. We want to have our arms in front of us protecting ourselves so that our arm is always going to have this angle where we have a space between so that we can retreat. And then when we punch, see, we don't withdraw the hands. The hands stays in front, just like we do this thing, but instead we put our elbows out to protect the sides. And this way, if something comes to this side, I'm already there to pat and I'm already there to punch. And something comes on this side, I'm already there to pat, and here I'm already to punch. And then once that gets done, I just keep doing it and leaving my hands out here to punch and to defend myself. Now, I'm still using the straight line. So instead of punching straight, having this being the straight line, a lot of times I would go offline where my head is going to go offline, and I'm punching here like this. Now this to you might look like a boxing punch, but let me illustrate this better. Say that I'm already extended. I'm actually punching with my hips here. So now this here is my straight line. This here is my center line. Even though my head, I've ducked my head to the side so that I don't get punched, but here it remains the center line. And then when I punch the other way, I'm going like this, and I'm firing this here, but my main power is not coming from my shoulder. I'm nearly connecting my opponent with my fist, and that I'm using the hip here to fire my right arm. So when you're doing this, I'm not really concentrating on my shoulder to give the power. I'm really concentrating on my hip that's giving the power, and then vice versa, the other hip here to give my power rather than coming from my shoulders. So to a person who is uninitiated, you think that I'm just boxing, but really behind these moves here, you see my hands are still here. Whenever I finish, my hands are here. See, my hands are here. They're not here. They're not going from here because that's very far to go. That's very far to go. So I need my hands to protect myself, because if I protect myself like this, if somebody hits me here, somebody who's stronger, it's still going to have a huge impact on my core. So I need to put my hands out and in front of me, and in an cow chasso, in an X fashion, so that my hands are always here. So here, if somebody comes here attacks me here like this, I'm already there. I don't need to travel that far because my fist is here. So I only have this much distance to travel. While this protects me, works just great. So now the last of the punching after this is obviously the left hand first. Bring your fist right here, about a fist away from your chest. Straight punch, out, tan, Hyun, 1, 2. Bring this back. Put the fist in the middle, the right arm, straight punch, out, tan, Hyun, back. So cow chest out is actually the guard, the actual guard, and this is a straight punch, which is kind of like leading into this, which we only do in Wing Chun class. Because when you're outside, you're not going to be fighting another Wing Chun guy. And there you have it for this week. Biggest takeaway, this is the actual Wing Chun guard, not this. Wear a mask when you go out, stay safe, and see you next time. Bye.